Hey guys, welcome back. So this is going to be another shit or legit video, this time testing out these infamous KIARA Sky dip powders for your nails that everybody's seen all over Instagram and social media and all that. I figure maybe there is a good alternative to acrylics because acrylics are super bad for your nails, as you can tell. I like the durability of acrylics and how hard they feel, so I don't know how these are going to work out for me because a lot of people say that they feel like natural nails. That could be a good thing or a bad thing for me. So we're going to test them out and see what I think of them. So if you're interested in seeing if these KIARA Sky dip powders are shit or legit, stay tuned. Okay, so I've already put on my nail tips because with these dip powders you can apply them to the natural nail or with nail tips. Either way is fine. And so the first step is to apply this bond. They have the numbers on each of these bottles by step, so you'll be able to know which one you apply at what time. So that was the first step. The second step is to apply this base. It's number 2. But as you can see, the cap was faulty and it was, oh my god, so impossible for me to get off. I had to get the pliers and like yank off the rubber top, which was such a dent in the process, but nonetheless we got it open. And you just apply this base, which is really a resin, to 3/4 of the nail, but my camera cut off when I did that, so the second step was to apply the resin to the whole nail and then dip it into the powder. You just do one swift dip and that should get you an even coverage, and you can tell already that it looks pretty great. But then the next step after that is to apply the resin again to the entire nail and then once again dip it right in. It's just so satisfying watching myself do this. I love it so much. So you tap off the excess, and then the step after that is to apply the resin to the whole nail again and then just let it be. So we're going to let that air dry before we move on to the next step. So I'm just going to do the next finger in one shot just so you see how it goes in one shot. I don't know. So I just apply the bond to the entire nail. That's step number 1. And then we're going to apply the base, which is step number 2, to 3/4 of the nail. And then we dip it into the powder one time. And then we apply the resin to the entire nail once more. And then we dip it again. Tap off the excess, apply the resin once more, apply the powder again, and then you're going to apply the resin all over the nail and then let it air dry. Be warned that it does feel like it's a lot of steps, but you get used to it once you start doing more nails, like I guess your first time. But you could tell so far it looks really, really, really good. I was actually surprised with how nice it was. So step 3 after the resin air dries is to apply this Seal Protect. I don't know the functions of any of these steps, but that's just what it says to do. So that's what I did. And I applied that to the whole nail. Once you apply the Seal Protect, then you are able to go in and file the nails and drill them out to get that even surface even more. Even though, like, once I dipped it into the powder, it really was a pretty even surface already. The drill just smooths it out even more. But if you don't have a drill, it's really not a big deal. It just, you know, it makes them look better. You should invest in a drill. You can get them for 30 bucks on Amazon. I'll link it down below for you. This one, I mean, it's essential if you're going to do your nails at home. But, so just so you know what I think so far, I'm actually liking it. The only thing that was pissing me off was the faulty top of the base. And then the next step after the drilling is to buff the nails out. And yeah, with the number 4 step, which is the top coat, I had the same goddamn issue. The cap was not working, so I took the pliers, yanked off the rubber top, and then figured it out. But I don't know. it was just annoying that 2 of these bottles were faulty. But you just apply 2 coats of the top coat, and then basically the nail is finished. Look how awesome that looks. So good. Step number 5 is to apply the Nourish oil. I love the way this stuff smells. It smells really fruity and sweet, and I loved it so much, and it's just a really good oil. So I'm sure you could tell by now how this stuff worked. I think it's awesome. I've never gotten such a smooth, even coverage by doing my nails with acrylics like this. I mean, it's really dummy proof, it's easy, it's quick, and it came out really good. Don't you agree? Give this video a thumbs up if you agree. So in a minute, I'm just going to talk to you about more in depth what I think about this, if it's shit or legit. You can probably tell by now what it is in my head. So we're just going to move on to the commentary. Okay, so by now I'm sure you're all wondering what I think, and I think the proof is in the pudding. I've never done my own acrylic nails and had them like get as soft and smooth and even as these dip powders made my nails. These could seriously replace my acrylic nails because yeah, they feel a little bit lighter, not as heavy as acrylic nails, but they definitely feel as strong and durable. I just have to like experiment and test it out and see how long they really last, because KIARA Sky claims that they last up to 3 weeks, and there's definitely not as many chemicals and stuff in these dip powders as there are in the acrylic stuff, and all the bases and primers that you put on your nails. It's really damaging, and they claim that this method is not as damaging, so I'm gonna find that out sooner or later. The number one thing that just pissed me off about this was the fact that the top coat and the base coat were, I guess, faulty. When you take the cap off, the rubber cap is stuck, and it was super hard to get off. And basically these two are like resins. I don't know if that has anything to do with why the caps were so faulty and made it like really unable for me to take off, because the Nourish oil and the Bond and the seal protectant, those I had no problem taking the cap on and off. They just came on and off just like they were supposed to. But these two, like, I don't even know if they're, no, they're fine now. But I'll tell you one thing that made me so mad. Actually, this one might be effed up again. No, for now they're fine, but it just like put a huge dent in the whole process, me trying to take these pliers and yank them off. It was annoying, but whatever. The product still worked amazingly. The timing, like, it definitely was cut in half as opposed to doing my acrylic nails. Doing a full set of acrylic nails usually takes me about 2 hours, and this was like about 25 to 30 minutes per hand. So time cut in half, which is amazing. It's basically foolproof. Anybody can do it. You could do it at home. You could do it on your clients. It's really versatile. And the fact that they have different colored powders is amazing, because you could just skip the nail polish step and have the color last even longer. I'm really happy with it. The only thing, like I said, was the faulty caps on the base and the top coat, but you know, we can just move past that and call this a legit project. I highly recommend this to anybody who wants to start doing their nails at home because they can't afford going to the nail shop anymore. That's why I started doing my own nails, but now that I have found this dip powder method instead of the acrylic method, I think things are going to be changing for the better for my nails. So definitely love this. It's legit again, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you want more shit or legit videos from me, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.